أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والعاقبة لأهل التقوى واليقين والجنة للموحدين والنار للمشركين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله آل الله واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أعداء الله إلى يوم لقاء الله. Inshallah, in this session also we will continue our discussion about the infallibility of one of our great prophets with the name of Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wassalam, and highlight some ayat which apparently challenging the infallibility of this great prophet, and inshallah I try my best to offer you suitable answers. Quran Kareem in chapter of A'raf verse 143 says وَلَمَّا جَاءَ مُوسَى لِمِيقَاتِنَا وَكَلَّمَهُ رَبَّهُ قَالَ رَبِّ أَرِنِي أنظر إليك قال لن تراني ولكن انظر إلى الجبل فإن استقر مكانه فسوف تراني فلما تجلى ربه للجبل جعله دكا وخر موسى صعقا فلما أفاق قال سبحانك تبت إليك وأنا أول المؤمنين. And when Musa came at our appointed time and his Lord spoke to him, he said, My Lord, show me so that I may look upon thee. He said, You cannot bear to me, you cannot see me, but look at the mountain. If it remains firm in its place, then will you see me. But when his Lord manifested his glory to the mountain, he made it crumble, and Musa fell down in swoon. Then when he recovered, he said, Glory to be to thee, I return to thee, and I am the first of the believers. If you ponder over this beautiful ayah, you can find that apparently this ayah challenging the infallibility of one of our great prophets with the name of Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wassalam. First question is, why Musa did offer such a request, did ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala such a question? You know, in the issue of piety, Musa was in the highest level. He was one of the great prophets, Ulul Azm prophet. He had very strong iman, and he knew that nobody could see Allah by his physical eyes. Then why he had such a request? This is the first question. The second question, if really Musa did not do any wrong thing, why he scared and fainted when he saw that issue, when the lightning hit the mountain, he fainted. Why? If he did not do anything, why he became scared? Number three, the sentence of tubtu ilayk says, I am returning to you, I am repenting. In reality, he made istighfar. Who making istighfar? A person that he is committing a sin or making a mistake. Did Musa made a mistake? Na'udhu billah, did he committed a sin? We try to find the answers of this question and offer you a suitable answer. If you go to different tafsir, mufassirin and those ulama which are specialists in tafsir, they offer different type of question. But in combination, I can say, if Musa asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to see him by his physical eyes, it's not his request. It was not his request. It was the request of his nation, of his tribe. In that day, Musa became tongue of his nation. In chapter of Baqarah, verse 55, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala highlights like this: وَإِذْ قُلْتُمْ يَا مُوسَى لَن نُؤْمِنْ لَكَ حَتَّى نَرَى اللَّهَ جَهْرَةً فَأَخَذَتْكُمُ الصَّاعِقَةُ. His nation, the nation of Musa, said to him, we are not ready to believe in your way. We are not ready to accept your school of thought, your aqidah, your belief. If you want me to follow your way, accept your school of thought, accept your belief, you should show your Lord to us. So actually, his nation put Musa in narrow way, and Musa was forced to choose some of their leaders and took them to Miqat. And in that place, the tongue of Musa became the tongue of those people. So if Musa asks such a question, this request happened in process of his mission. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed his majesty, his greatness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala indirectly say to them, O people of Musa, O nation of Musa, even you don't have ability to see my manifestation on a small mountain. How can you expect me to show you? How can you see me by your physical eyes? You know, after lightning hit that mountain, all of them became fainted. They scared. Indirectly, Allah showed them and said to them, you are very weak. You don't have even zero capacity to see my majesty, to see my greatness, to see my power. So this is the answer. Maybe you say, what are you saying about the sentence of Rabbi inni tubtu ilayk? Inni tubtu ilayk. Musa says, I am returning to you. I am repenting. Did Musa make a mistake? Did Musa commit a sin? Not at all. Again here, when Musa alayhi salatu wasalam says, Tubtu ilayk, the tongue of Musa became the tongue of his nation. Actually, he repented. He returned to Allah on behalf of his nation. And also the sentence of Rabbi arini unzur ilayk, oh Allah, show yourself to me. I want to see you by my physical eyes. Also this sentence has been said by Musa on behalf of his nation. So this ayat also cannot contradict. Let's say this ayat don't contradict the infallibility of Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wassalam. Let's go to the second ayah. You can find this second ayah in chapter of A'raf, number of verse 150-151. ولما رجع موسى إلى قومه غضبان آسفا قال بئس ما خلقتموني من بعدي أعجلتم أمر ربكم وألقى الألواح وأخذ برأس أخيه يجره إليه قال يا ابن أمة إن القوم استضعفوني وكادوا يقتلونني فلا تشمت بالأعداء ولا تجعلني مع القوم الظالمين. فلا تشمت بالأعداء ولا تجعلني مع القوم الظالمين. And when Moses returned to his place angry and grieved, he said, how rich is that by you which have replaced me after my departure? Were you impatient over the matter of your Lord? And he threw down the tablets and seized his brother by the hair of his head, pulling him toward him. Harun said, O son of my mother, indeed the people oppressed me and were about to kill me. So let not the enemies rejoice over me, and do not place me among the wrongdoing people. Maybe you know the story of Hazrat Musa and his brother Harun. Musa went to Miqat to receive ayat of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to receive those alwah that the orders of Allah was written there. For some days he was there. According to some narration, he was there for 40 days and night. And then when he came back, he saw something that he was not expecting. He saw that the majority of his nation was busy worshipping an idol. There is an idol, all of them surrounded that idol. Their leader with the name of Samiri was there, and they are busy worshipping, dancing, and doing what they call their own a'mal. And Musa became very disappointed, became very angry, became very grieved. And he shouted over his nation. Says, what happened for you? After my departure, you left your way, you left your school of thought, and now you are busy worshipping an idol. What are you doing? Then he went straight to his brother, because his brother was his successor in his absence. And I translated already the conversation that happened between him and his brother. At the end, Quran highlights like this: قال ربي اغفر لي ولأخي أدخلنا في رحمتك وأنت أرحم الراحمين. O Allah, forgive me and forgive my brother, and enter us in your mercy, showering us your mercy. وَأَنْتَ أَرْحَمُ الرَّاحِمِينَ. You are the most beneficent, the most merciful. The question is clear. First of all, why Musa throw away those Allah, that the holy words were written there? You know, it's look like that somebody throw Quran away. It's disrespect. How Musa, as a great prophet, disrespected those Allah, those holy Allah. And secondly, why he went to his brother and react in a very harsh way? His brother was innocent. His brother still believed in his way. His brother had done his job. So this is against infallibility. The answer is clear. We should understand that situation that Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam faced after he returned to his nation. Just imagine, for many years Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam suffered, worked very hard, nights and days, and invited his nation to accept the unity of God, to leave worshipping of idol. After a few days, when in his absence, all of a sudden, by the deceiving of Samiri, a famous guy among them, they started to worship idols. This issue was very heavy for Hazrat Musa. Hazrat Musa became disappointed when he saw this issue. So he should react in a very harsh way, because a small thing was not happening. A big thing, very big thing happened. He wanted to shake his nation. So he reacted in a very harsh way to his nation and to his brother in front of the eyes of his nation. He wanted to say to his nation, this is very bad thing that you have done. This is a crime. This is the biggest sin. And even if he threw away those Allah, it was justifiable. Because he wanted to show his anger and his disappointing to his nation. All of them happened for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If he became upset, if he shouted over his brother, if he threw away those Allah, all of them happened for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for the sake of his mission. And some of ulama says, the word of alqa means he is put aside those Allah. He did not throw. And then after he showed this harsh reaction, he punished those people that they were busy, worshipping idol. They punished in a very severe way their leader with the name of Samiri. So under any circumstances, the infallibility of Hazrat Musa alayhi salatu wasalam was not breached, because whatever he has done, it happened for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, we will continue this discussion in other session. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.